Let me ask you a question before we get into this video. How many of you have watched quite a few of my headset videos? Hopefully a bunch of you, right? But what is one thing I always state in just about every single headset video? That comfort is number one. Stinking cozy, right? If they're not comfortable, no matter how good of a deal they are, how great they sound, we're gonna take them right off. You might have also heard me state before that I would take a fully lightweight plastic headset over some heavy duty metal, completely just rugged headset, right? And I really think we have that here today. And that's with the new headset from Logitech, the G443. Taking a look at this guy right here, as you can see, well, it's all plastic, like I just stated, right? Completely plastic, wireless, controls, cloth up top and everything. And no joke, guys, just putting this in your hand, it's like nothing. Like I'm jumping ahead here, you know? Like I'm just jumping ahead. You put this thing on your head and it's like a pair of earmuffs or something. Like one of those little headbands you put on your, it's not there. It's wow. Wow. Let's jump into comfort, guys. And talking about the comfort here, the ear cushions. You have that sports weave right around there, fully on outside and inside. So they are breathable. They're gonna let some sound in as well, which we'll talk about later. Ear pads are also removable. You can get a better look at the ear pad here right now, actually. How it's right there, nice, soft and plush. If you ever use SteelSeries headsets, the Razer Black Sharks, that's the vibe you're gonna get right here. Now taking a look at this headband. This might be throwing you off for a little bit of a loop, right? So it's straight cloth. You can actually see the frame down in there. So look at right here, you're seeing a little connection of the frame, same with on the bottom side. That is what it is. You got a little bit of a space right down here on the bottom. Now also as far as adjustment of the headset, it slides up and down on these arms right there, and it's actually a nice tight adjustment, so it's not gonna slide on you accidentally. You even have a little bit of swivel right in there. Check that out, guys. So it's right down within that bracket there. As you can see, you have all that movement. So again, it's gonna fit any head shape perfectly fine. Plenty of adjustment, completely big right there. Bring them small if you got that smaller head. Plenty of adjustment. Whenever I put these on my head, and you're talking about a bald dude here, right? I have no hair up top. You kind of think, okay, there's really no padding up top. You don't really have an elastic band. You got that minimal give, so small I probably can't even show it on the camera, you know what I mean? But it's not bothering me. Do I feel it on the top of my head? Yes, but it's not pinching, it's not pressing, it's not irritating or anything like that. I do feel it though. Even letting my son and my wife test it, and they have luscious heads of hairs, unlike Pops here, you know what I mean? And they said they could feel it as well. But again, it's not an annoying feeling. It's not hurting or anything like that. So that would be the only one downfall. But no joke, guys, putting these on your head, wow. Stinking cozy, hands down. Now with me saying stinking cozy, plastic build, minimal materials and everything, are they still built good? And yes, I really do. Let me show you this first. Let's go on and bust out the scale and check the weight on these guys here, right? So again, they are wireless, so we don't have a wire. Setting them down, we are getting 164 grams. Wow, that is stinking lightweight right there, right? Again, all plastic, minimal headband, minimal materials. Are they durable? Check that out. Look at it. Twist them up. We're good. Twist them up this way. I just turned them on. We're good. I have no worries with this headset. It feels incredibly stinking solid. Now, one other really cool thing about the build right here, which I know a lot of people be like, whatever, that's not what I'm buying. I want the headset, you know. I think it's cool. We see it with a lot of companies now. But anyways, with this headset right here, Logitech is using minimum of 22% recycled materials with this headset, which, again, it's just a cool peace of mind. Like, okay, hey, even though it's a little bit, you're still making that little bit of difference, which is, some would say cheesy, I think pretty cool. All right, so comfort and build, complete pass, right? How about features and functions? Looking at the back left ear cup here, you have a power button, which you hold down for your power, volume up, volume down. Right down here is your mic mute, which you can also hold down to activate Bluetooth, which I'll talk about here shortly, USB-C charging. Now there's a few hidden features here as well. Again, like I stated with that mic mute button right down there, you hold it down, you can activate Bluetooth. Now, stinker about that is you cannot use your game audio. Say if you're running by your dongle, you can't use the Bluetooth at the same time. You all know I love that so I can get my phone calls, right? Unfortunately, you can't do that here. Big stinker, right? Now, What you can do is great for like say mobile gaming or something like that. You can take it and use it Bluetooth, sync it to your phone, but it's one or the other. It's either dongle or Bluetooth, not simultaneously right there. Another cool feature you can do, hold down the mic button and the minus button here, and it's gonna lower it down to, what do they call it, where it's passable for kids' ears and stuff. That's really cool. My son being in school, they have to take headphones to school these days, right? And I've given him gaming headsets, you know what I mean? But again, there's no limit on that. That's gonna be this punching ears in these young kids' ears, you know what I mean? You really don't want that, you know? So it's really cool to be able to do that. Bam, hold it down. Shh, don't tell your kids about it, right? So they can't bypass it. But anyways, hold that down right there, and it's gonna lower the decibels to be safe for kids' hearing. That is stinking awesome. Okay, so we have two serious categories coming up that we gotta talk about here. Number one, we're gonna touch on a sound. We're gonna roll right into that mic test. But how about that sound on this headset right here? This lightweight wireless headset with Bluetooth, wireless functionality, tested it on PlayStation, Mac, and PC. 40mm drivers, frequency range 20 to 20,000. Kind of what you see in all traditional standard headsets, right? Gaming headsets. And the sound, cutting to the chase, is good, and I'm gonna leave it right there at good. It's not amazing, it's not great, it's not bad, it's not horrible, it's good, right? It's right there across every game. Me playing a lot of Rainbow Six, getting back into Call of Duty again, playing some Ratchet and Clank on PS4, and that's probably where I would put it as best situation. Again, when I was just playing around with some Ratchet and Clank, something like that on PS4. Did it pass for Rainbow Six and Call of Duty and stuff like that? Yeah, but I always caught myself saying, let me get a little more serious and pull this headset out. It did it, I still got the detail, but it's like, Call of Duty, for example, there's a lot going on. Scorcher, grenades, different weapons, yada, 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 so much, right? It got a little overwhelming. There was a little bit too busy where I couldn't really focus on that one pinpointed sound I wanted, if that makes sense, you know what I mean? What's causing that? The sound bleed from the cushions, the low frequency, the 40mm drivers, I'm not sure. It's good, and again, that's where I would put it. You know, you might want some comparisons. They're tuned right. You might be thinking a G Pro headset, the G Pro wireless headset. It doesn't sound as crystal clear and as potent and immersive as that. You know, I forget the other headsets they had. They were blue and red, the Logitech. I'd kind of put it in that class of sound if you use those. I forget the name of them right there. But that's the class of sound you're going to get right here. Arctis 1 Steel Series sound. That's what you're going to get right here. Just for a few examples so you know that sound. Again, it's not great. It's good. It's passable. It's going to get the job done for sure. So even though I stated the sound is not like jaw-dropping amazing, I still think this headset sits in a really good spot, right? I go back to talking about kids gaming, right? We all have kids gaming. A lot of us have kids gaming, right? My son playing lots of Fortnite these days, you know? And me giving him headsets again, and I just hear it like punching across the room. I'm like, I probably shouldn't be letting him use that headset. You know what I mean? And that's where I think this really sits. It sits great headset for kids. One of the best I've tested for kids. Also for that person that is maybe a multitasker, kind of a little more casual, right? You're dabbling on an iPad. You're dabbling on your laptop. You're using them for work and calls and stuff like that, right? Maybe you're dabbling on a little bit of gaming, some music and stuff. I put that right there. I don't even want to class this in as a gaming headset, you know what I mean? It's so versatile, and I think it fits in a lot of different areas right there, and that's what you're getting for it, you know? But anyways, let's go on and test that microphone and see how this headset rounds out. All right, so now you are hearing the microphone on the Logitech G435 wireless gaming headset. We are plugged into my Razer Blade laptop here and just pressed record. No sound tweaking, no adjusting, no nothing. Now you're wondering, where is that microphone? It's built in right to the side over here, right? So you see that in a lot of, say like Bose or regular headphones and stuff. You don't have a flip up, you don't have a detachable. Again, going right back to what I talked about the headset, where I think it's really versatile for each person. Now, I can tell you just by testing a lot of headsets, I know this microphone is not going to be the best. Why do I say that? Because we're talking forward, but our microphone's back here. Okay, so it's talking over here and it's going to pick it up there. So it's going to sound a little different, distant. You're probably going to pick up some of my room noise, which I have the laptop on. I have a fan running over there, and then I have a fan up in my light. So you're probably going to catch a little bit of that. Might sound like a little bit of static or a little bit of rustling in the background. You know what I mean? But all in all, I love how it's secluded. It's back there. You got your mute button right on the bottom, which you get a tone whenever you mute it. By the way, as far as your volume knobs back there, you get a tone when you max it out or bottoming it out as well. So any headset with a microphone like this, never expect for it to be the best, right? You're going to get that distant kind of sound. Even with my room microphone for my videos. Right now it's right here, but it's like this. This is a perfect example. So now I'm talking over here, right? So you hear me talking this way, but my microphone wants to pick it up over here. So you're hearing that little bit of separation, a little bit of airiness. Now when I'm right back in front of it, you're going to hear it. Exact same deal we're getting right here with this microphone. All right. So wrapping up the Logitech G435 wireless gaming headset here. Two things I forgot to mention, by the way, before I wrap it up. It's going to come in multiple colors. They got like a black and yellow, this white and purplish. And then they got this one that's really cool. It's like blue and pink or something. I don't know. It just looks really cool. Anyways, 3 different colors, and battery life is up to 18 hours. I forgot to mention those. But wrapping it up right here. This headset's going to come in at $80. Is it worth $80? Let's talk about that. I love the build. I love the comfort. The sound is meh. The mic is meh. You know what I mean? $80. It stays underneath that $100 price range, and I like that. I do like that. I like it so much, but some of the core components are kind of just, you know what I mean? I think it's worth $80. I really do. You get that Bluetooth, you get the wireless. I think what would close the door at $80 is if you could use Bluetooth and the game and audio at the same time. I think that would really close the door for me and say, yeah, hands down. But that you can't use them together, that's the biggest bummer to me. That really is the biggest bummer to me. I'm in a hard spot here. I need your guys' help. Help me out down in the comments. What do you think right there, right? Thanks for stopping by and watching this video. I hope I helped you out, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for some future tech videos. Hey, I hope I catch you in the next one. Bye now.